Hey y'all, welcome back. I want to start by I want to continue moving forward. I want to stop saying, "Hey guys, welcome back." But we made it to the brokerage this morning. I feel like was not productive in terms of I woke up, I did my devotion for an hour. I started to get ready. I had a meeting with my dad. It wasn't too long, but then I was supposed to get ready to come to the brokerage so that I can actually get some work done before I start to film. But I ended up doing my makeup, which is actually nice and flawless. But tell me why it took me 2 hours. I didn't even like beat. I didn't beat it. I just did something cute, something light, and I tried this like I didn't try anything, but I used like a different. I didn't know that the girlies were using like. I mean, I did know, but it took me a while to actually know that the girlies are using like lipstick to turn into their to as a blush. They're using lipstick as a blush, and then they're putting blush over it. So I tried that this morning. I used like actual lipstick. I just found it in my closet or in my drawer, and it's actually like it's eating. If you can see it, you know. If you're on YouTube watching this, you know. But it's most likely gonna go on my Spotify. Sorry, my podcast. But it's eating. Like I get it, girlies. I get it. This is the first and not the last time I'm gonna do this. But we made it to the brokerage. Today is January 20th, 2025. The first month of the year is already over. We already know this. Like the first month always goes by like this, like this. Blink of an eye. We're in February. And February is already short enough. We're already in March. March is my birthday month. We're already in April. You get it. It goes by fast. But I'm looking forward to this year mostly because my family and friends are going to be celebrating a ton, are going to be celebrating many, many milestones. So, number one, my parents' anniversary, their 30th anniversary. They've been married for 30 years. Like, that is not a small thing. So, congratulations to them in advance. Thank you, God, for keeping them grounded, for letting them like stay together this long, for their foundation was friendship and God. So I feel like they are one of my biggest inspiration in terms of like what's it called? Marriage, like a love that can actually last. If it's rooted in love and friendship, then baby, we're locked in forever. So I'm looking forward to having my own love story, and yeah, just happy for them. And then my sister, she's graduating this year from her last year of her accelerated nursing program. My brother got his first internship, and he's graduating next year. My cousin is graduating this from high school this year in Nigeria. My friend is finishing doctor school at San Antonio. So those are just a few things that I can remember. Oh yeah, and then my um, I bought a condo. I am a part owner for a condo unit in Vaughan, and it closed on the 18th. So I went. I've been to the place about 3 times now. I went there this morning, and I love the place so much. Like I was being trying to be so careful, but I know that the state of that place in a year, a year from now, it's not going to be the same. So I really wish I could move in myself, but the occupancy fee alone is crazy. Like even if I paid for it, it would not make up for what the remaining is. So we're just right now working to find a tenant that can, obtain the place and take really good care of it, like it was our own. So yeah, by the time you guys see this, we'll probably definitely already find someone. But yeah, just pray for us that we did find someone better than good. But today we're talking about habits. We're going to continue talking about habits. I feel like there's so many habits that I want to like excel, and I keep saying I'm going to excel it, but I just have not excelled in them yet. But it's a constant prayer. So I know that the more I'm praying about it, the more God is working on me. Okay. Okay. So, one thing that we all do is we have New Year's resolutions, and we also have like we also make vision boards, um, because we see it work for other people. So then we do it for ourselves because we also want to see it happen for us too. And for some people, it does happen. For some people, whatever they put on their vision board, it does come true. For others, is it does not. I am those others. Usually, I make a vision. I think for the past three years, I've been making vision boards, and I'm not gonna say like nothing on there has ever happened. I would say that the two things that's happened in the last vision board I made last year, I went to Nigeria. Um, I traveled to Nigeria. I went to Calgary, and then I had a big opportunity for rugby in March, and I think those are the two big things that I remember. Yeah. So those are great milestones. Don't get me wrong, but I also feel like one thing that I also noticed is that I would put my vision board somewhere that I thought I would see it, like it would be on my wall, like right under my calendar. But because my mind, if you know me, like I'm not the most detailed, like I don't pay attention to things as much as I should. So I put my calendar somewhere, and it's not in like my eyes don't go there, is what I'm trying to say. They don't go to where my calendar is every morning. So that causes me to legit discard my vision board already. So if I'm not looking at it daily, how am I going to be motivated and like think about these things, manifest these things so that they actually do come to life? So that was one thing. I discarded my vision board because it was not in my clear vision, and so because I didn't see it, I wasn't able to manifest it, and I wasn't able to work towards it. And I think that's one big thing that we all don't take in when we do vision boards. We have them and it's great to have, but one thing we need to do is not just have it and wish it's going to and think it's going to just come, but it's also you got to work towards it. A vision board is not just there for us to like it's not people use vision boards like a genie. So I think that's what I was using it as, a genie, but it's not a genie. Like you have to work towards what's on there for it to actually come to life. And I'm going to follow my notes because I have my notes. So the only practical sorry, vision boards only work vision boards and New Year's resolutions only work when we take practical steps and habits to achieve the things that we want. So yeah, like I just said, if we're not actually doing anything, then they're not actually going to work. We're not actually going to see numbers move. We're not actually going to make a higher, more a more higher figure than we were in our last job or in our current position. And a perfect example is like the gym. The gym is packed in the first week of January and empty the last week because the only people that make it past month one in the gym are the ones that make practical steps to staying in the gym. So we know everybody, like that's a perfect example. Going to the gym, we all want to, lose weight, be fit, be healthier, whatever it is. And we feel like the gym is the way to do that. So without actually having practical steps, we say, okay, we're gonna get a gym membership, we're gonna start going to the gym, we're gonna start whatever, and we don't like figure out, okay, what's gonna work for me, because there's different ways to actually there's different ways to go about going to the gym. Like you don't have to lift weights all the time. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You have to find what works for you. And if you're like me and you work better in like small habits or small steps, find those steps. Like if it's spending like a certain amount of time in the gym, let's say you hate the gym, but you got to be fit, or you have a goal of being in the gym twice a week. So you're going to say, okay, I'm going to spend like 5 minutes or let's say 30 minutes in the gym. Okay, 5 minutes. Let's say you really, really, really hate the gym. 5 minutes is like, okay, 5 minutes. Okay, like, why would you say 5 minutes in the gym? But at the same time, okay, you hate it so much that 5 minutes is nothing. So you go to the gym 5 minutes, and now it's caused you feel like, okay, 5 minutes is gone, but like you barely did anything. So now you actually want to stay longer, and do a bit more, or at least finish one set or something, right? So having like little habits and little steps that actually make you do the work are actually going to help us be more practical and reach our goal and be a lot closer to our goals. And then another example, yeah, that was another. So other examples are like if you fast, and for me, I've always wanted, or just kind of had this idea of wanting to do the Daniel fast, the like actual Daniel fast, like no food, just fruits, just veggies for 10 days or 21 days. And I know I can't do it, but it's something that I want to do. So things that I've been thinking about doing instead of actually doing 10 days of straight no food, just fruits and veggies, instead of making it 10 days, I make it one day. I start with one day. I could do one day. I can handle one day. And then the one day might become 2 days, might become 3 days, might become a week, stuff like that. And then when it comes to like, instead of another example would be running versus jogging. Instead of entering a running marathon, I can start with walking 10K. It's just walking. It's so simple, but it does a lot. And then another example for me, like in terms of my business, calls. I don't like calls, but they need to get done. So one thing that I started doing last year is setting timers for habits that I overthink on and I need to just get it over with. So calls. Instead of spending an hour calling my database, I make it 5 minutes in the morning and the evening, or 5 minutes each day. So I set the timer. Okay, 5 minutes. I'm gonna call this person. Not just one person, but I'm gonna call as many people as I can in 5 minutes, because that releases like anxiety for me. Like it just helps me say, okay, I did it. I can. It's like just a nice dopamine effect saying, okay, I did it, and then it makes me want to do it again the following day, and then again, and then I increase from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So stuff like that. So yeah, I realized that I personally suck at New Year's resolutions and vision boards, and I haven't been doing them right. But this year, I want to change it, and I want to focus on doing small things and simple habits each day to help me get close to my goal. So if you're just like me and you have this same mentality as well, you're not the best at vision boards and New Year's resolution, but you want to start seeing you want to start seeing a change. You're tired of the same excuse. You're tired of making vision boards and nothing, and seeing no change in December. Then let's just start with the small. Let's start with the simple things. Let's start with simplifying our goals in order to get there, even though it takes us a bit longer. As long as we get there, let's find different ways to get there on our own. Until next time, guys, thank you, and let's keep building.